They're criticizing, specifically they're criticizing oftentimes the leadership and the clergy of the church, calling them corrupt or not true to their vows, or, well, just very, very sinful. For example, here's a brief description of one pope. Think about this. A pope, God's representative on earth, according to Catholics. Dante put this pope in hell. And not just any circle of hell, way down in the 8th circle of hell.
How about the world?
It's 9.
Oh.
There's 9. Anyway. This pope, who lived right before Dante was born, came of Boniface the 8th. Stories of him included, and we think these are reasonably true, that he had a, well, for lack of a better way to say it, relations with a married woman and her daughter, and was renowned throughout Rome as a pedophile. He declared that doing that was no more of a sin than rubbing one hand against the other.
Did I just sin right now? Yeah. Raven. Stop. I'm sorry.
Here's another one named Sixtus IV. This is after Dante. He's the one who happened to have built the Sistine Chapel. He had 6 illegitimate sons, and supposedly one of those was with his sister. He collected a church tax on prostitutes and charged priests money if the priest decided to keep a mistress. It gets worse, dude. There's more we'll talk about later. But what's worse than that? Come on. No, it does. Yeah, there is. The criticism of the church is only going to get sharper, and it doesn't help the Catholic Church that the corruption in the church is often at its very highest levels. And by very highest levels, I mean popes. We're going to see that in much more detail when we look at chapter 13. So anyways, here's one more example of vernacular writing first. Let's see if you can read this.
What's the A word?
See, when you give up, how persistent you are trying to read it.
What's the first one? The first and second verse.
Even trying to read it out loud sucks, doesn't it? You're like, okay, well, I'll sound it out.
I can't read it with everyone reading it out loud. No.
Let me explain. Just like medieval Italian, Dante is different than modern day Italian. This is medieval English. We call it Middle English. This is the English that people spoke back in roughly the year 1300. So if you were ever to travel back in time to the year 1300, this is what people would be talking like. And you would have quite a difficult time understanding what they were saying.
If they were talking like us right now back then, how would we be talking?
Probably the more advanced.
I didn't understand how much anyway.
We'd be talking.
I don't know how much would change. The language hasn't changed in the same way since. This is actually an interesting point. Our language hasn't changed in necessarily the same way since the invention of dictionaries. Before dictionaries, people spelled things pretty much whatever way they wanted to, and lots of times they just make up words, like Shakespeare made up tons and tons of words.
Dr.
When we go over Shakespeare real briefly, we'll look at the words that he made up. So you can make up words, that's the thing. The next time your English teacher is like, what's that word? You're like, I can spell things whatever way I want, 1, and 2, I can make up words whatever I want too, because Shakespeare did.
Dr. Seuss did it too.
And your English teacher did, and Dr. Seuss did too. And your teacher can't knock Shakespeare and Dr.
Yeah. Which one's better? Which one's better?
I'm gonna go with Shakespeare. Why don't you give the modern English a try? So this is, I've always found this kind of amusing. So this is an English word that needs translation.
I got how long you read to yourself.
Shut up.
Shut up! Trying to listen to Matt. Where did you get a dog?
Still kind of hard. This is the opening lines to a book, one of the most famous books in the English language. It's called Canterbury Tales. And I'll write that up here. It's by this man right here. That's not a real portrait of him. We don't know what he really looked like. His name is Geoffrey Chaucer, and the title of it is Canterbury Tales. Yes, if Hitler had a big hook nose and a goatee and looked
Why
actually
is his mustache different colors than his beard?
I don't know.
Because he dyed.
It's an artist's perception of what Chaucer might have looked like. It's just a guess.
Drink coffee.
He might as well have just like drawn a stick figure and said,
Beard, mustache. Kind of long. I like it. He is unevenly.
that's as accurate as most portrait of Geoffrey Chaucer.
I like it.
What happened to
His like arms are attached to his head.
His other hand is flipping the people off that are talking too loud.
I like this guy. Yeah, can I grab mine for a second?
All right.
Please.
So, this book, a lot of people are put off by it, which is kind of disappointing because this book, Canterbury Tales, it's a story of a bunch of different travelers from around England who all come together at an inn and share stories with one another about their experiences and about their lives. So it's people from lots of different classes. There's knights, there's artisans, there's farmers, and other poor people. There's just a lot of different people, and it's a great glimpse at life in the 1300s in England. Yeah. Yeah, but I can cut that out of Windows Movie Maker really easily. Here is an example, and once again, this is everyday life that we're seeing. It's not some grand, story with a big point like Dante's Divine Comedy. It's just a story about regular people. It's great to get a glimpse of what people were like 700 years ago in England. Here's an example. Now, I'm not asking you to read this perfectly word for word, but this is from part of this story called The Summoner's Tale. Here a friar, so a member of the church, a person who's supposedly given a vow to abstain and live a life of poverty and chastity, is telling you all about how poor he is and how he lives his life worshiping and living to God, when all the rest of the people out in the regular world get to do nothing but have food and drink and various other things as well. And he fattens his soul while they just fatten their bodies. Now this is all said sort of tongue-in-cheek, because as soon as he says all of this stuff, he proceeds to ask for money. He asks for a donation. And that is another criticism at the church, that lots of different members of the church were living richly, living sinful lives, extravagant lives, and being almost like parasites off the regular people who had to actually work. Well, this story, the friar, right after he asks for a donation, an older gentleman says, well, I'd be happy to provide you a donation for your order. And as long as you agree, you have to promise to share it with the rest of the friars. And the friar says, absolutely, I promise you, I will share whatever you give me completely. And he means this. I will share with you whatever I get equally with all my brothers. So this is what the old man gives him. Now you can read this one for yourself. everybody comprehend what was happening there? I've got something for you, Friar, but I'm old and I can't do anything, so you gotta reach your hand out. Well, okay. People weren't concerned about privacy back then, but what this tells you about some of society is just because it was 700 years ago doesn't mean we have fructose corn. And I think that's great because we forget those kinds of things, you know? Like these people are in some ways very different than us, but in other ways they are just like us. They're just yeah. Now the real funny part about this is the friar later on in this is really worried because he swore and promised that he would split what was given to him with his fellow friars. And how do you split a farm? Smell. So he realizes that the only way to do this is going to be to take the old man with him back to his brother friars and have them all come up to him and have the old guy farm on them all. Because that's the only way to make it equal. Now, aside from being funny, the real point behind this is it's critical of the church. So we're seeing that strain throughout literature, that they're being openly critical of the church. Not Christianity, church. Difference, big difference. So anyways, moving on. We've learned now some of the sort of cultural foundations for the Renaissance, but let's figure out exactly when, where, and why the Renaissance began. And to start off that, I'm going to give you a hint.